for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come off for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. Stop playing with me, man. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast, with your boy, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Top of the morning, top of the afternoon to you guys, man. God bless y'all, man. And like the Charlo brothers saying, we always say over here at the Rize Podcast, if you're going through something, talk to somebody that you can confide in and can give you good sound advice and get it out. You know, holding it in tears you down, is poisonous. So get it out. How y'all doing, man? Do me a favor on the way in, smash that like button. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? Let's get these numbers up. We talking 100K at the end of the year, and we can do it. We can do it. We got 7 more months to go. We 6 months in, but with 7 more to go. Yeah, man. But any old ways, man. The year going by real fast, man. We in June. Yeah, 6 months in. We in June. After this month, 6 more to go. So let's do what we gotta do. Goals, aspirations, dreams, and let's keep pushing, man. Till the end. Let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.kenichibed.com. www.NarSlipGallery.org. Go over to Damari's page, support him in and out of the ring, any artist, in and out of the ring. Shout out to www.miakillerb.com. Go over to Mia page, support her and her merch and her boxing journey. Shout out the Richie Baby for the 5 intros and the edits. Rest in peace, the John Boy, R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. Y'all are truly missed. And shout out the Bad Girls Promotion featuring Miss Nikki, a.k.a. Miss Olivia Pope. EOE, Education Over Everything, my brother movement. Hardcore boxing news. Just Do Boxing. Aunt McQueen Boxing. Shout out to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Sherry's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. Also, Shout out to Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do for the gym. AO Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear, Richie Threads. Oh man. Shout out to Just Do. Shout out to Stretched Out Boxing, B&B Boxing News, Miss Melody Queen, Miss Yaya's, everybody who sponsored the Rize podcast. Y'all know who y'all are. And my boy, the Boxing Source, aka Riddick Bowe. Shout out to him in his boxing journey. It's a job doing this too. And Big Dre, if you out there, my boy, man, showed me much love down in New York. Big Dre, shout out to him, man. My guy. And Afternoon Sports Slate, make sure y'all go over to her. Check her page out. She do all the sports. Tell them the Smoothie King sent y'all. Go check the queen out, man. Yeah, go over there to her page. She be putting it down. And last but not least, official gear boxing, all the fighters, man. You can say it with me in the chat if you want to. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box Raw. We got a package on the way. All right, y'all. Let's bring them in. All Access International in the building. Let's bring them in. Smoothie King, right back at y'all with another one. Miss Melody Queen 27, the best moderator in the game. Salute Coach Squeeze, Senior and Rize family. Happy Sunday, peace and blessings. Smoothie King, right back at y'all with another one. Miss Melody Queen. Let's see, come on in. I should. What's going on, chat?
I can't call it. How you feeling today, champ?
I'm hanging in there, man. Just hanging in there. And yourself, hanging in there, and yourself.
That's all. Just hanging in there. You woke up this morning. A lot of people ain't make that step.
Staying prayed up. Yup, being humble and thankful.
Rest in peace to the body snatcher. Oh, I ain't get that memo. What's going on, Bruce Gas? What's up, everybody?
Body snatcher.
Yeah, that's what Bruce Gas just put in there.
Who that?
I'm trying to see what's going on now. I'm trying to look up at it now. My phone about to die.
Thanks for the love, Miss Mona, in the cash app.
Hey, you booming over there, Sean. I might go take mine down. They don't even know my number no more.
Thanks for the love, Miss Mona. I've been keeping you in my prayers. I'm glad you back in the chat and your family good. We've been keeping y'all in our prayers.
Hey, Miss Mona.
How you liking the new truck? You been keeping it spotless?
Man, I'm ready to go to the car wash when I get out this show.
That's what's up.
You know, I got the
inside and out seeing you.
Man, listen, I'm ready to tell you if you slow down and listen to me.
Yo, watch your mouth. Don't be disrespectful, but go ahead.
Big C, my guy, where you been at, Big C? No, I'm just saying, like, around the corner from my job, they got this car wash, and you pay $40 a month, unlimited car washes. So you go through there many times you want. But then also on the outside, they got the vacuum. They got the thing that clean your mats, air fresheners, leather cleaner, window cleaner. So, you know what I mean? You could do all that yourself, you know what I mean? When you, so my lunch break or whatever, I just go around the corner, get my shit hit, drive through real quick, get my shit hit.
Oh, they got the tire shine stuff.
I just bought some more when I just before I came in the house.
Get the gel, yo. Get the McGuire's gel, the purple one. That's the best one, yo. Yeah, because it don't splash on your car, and then when you put it on, Just make sure when you put it on, you park for a little bit. It'll set in, and it'll last for a good 7 days through the rain and everything. That's the best. But when you go in stores, they got that behind the shelf. Everything else, they got it in the aisle.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, that lets you know the purple gel, yo, best. And then you don't gotta use it like one bottle lasts me doing my uncle car and my car for a year.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah, for a year.
Can I ask you a question? Huh? Can I ask you a question?
Since you asked me like that, hell no. When you ask me that, the smile come behind it. Hell no.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
Go ahead, champ.
I ain't never get my crab cake, so can I get a bottle of that? You know what I mean?
All right, son. I can.
I
Even though I don't think I love, but I got you. My parting gift for the
that's all
truck.
I asked for. That's all I asked.
This just a parting gift for the truck. I guess I'm gonna have to snatch one from behind the counter.
Hey, I listen. That's above my pay grade. However you get it, I'm just saying, can I get one? You know what I mean?
He don't mind if I say, "Yo, send a package over to jail. I'll send it to you."
We you know what I mean? We got you out when you were still in the flu medicine. You know what I mean?
They say that was a rigged arrest. That was rigged.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean?
They say that was all done by Access himself.
She said the tires shine is an even exchange for the crab cake. You know where? Hey, Miss Shara, how you feeling?
It lasted a year. Miss Shara, come on now. Come on. You know I pay my debts. You know that.
I ain't get it.
I pay my debts.
Hold up. I'm trying to do something, but I can't find it. Oh, here we go. I forgot. Happy birthday to nephew, Richie baby.
Oh, happy birthday, champ.
Football as well, champ.
Happy birthday to the fire intro and edits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the first. 601.
I'm on my temporary tag is 42921. That's what I'm on. Right
42921. And my father year is 1942. So in the 5-digit, I play 1942 1. And that temp tag came out 1942 2. It came. It knocked me out the box. About 3 months ago. Yeah.
I'm trying to walk. If I try and put 3 tickets on, hit that motherfucker. I hit that motherfucker straight squeeze. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know where we going squeeze, but pack your motherfucking bag. I don't know where we going. But
we gotta get a chauffeur on that one.
Pack your bag.
Might get a chauffeur on that one. RV, hit the road. Road trip in the RV. Chauffeur driver.
Congratulations, Miss Mona. Congratulations. Miss Mona, believe it or not, my nephew, Nikki, Bad Girls Promotions, Miss Olivia Pope, she had my nephew at 1 pound, 8 ounces. And, you know, I remember being 10 years old, and they would be like, he not going to make it through the night. You know what I mean? And I would cry. You know what I mean? That's my nephew, my first nephew. You know what I mean? He looked like a little alien. Like he could fit inside my hand. Like all his organs was like sticking outside his body. Like there was like he was like crazy, and he was transparent, so like you could see through him and shit. But my nephew, 30, what is he? 30, just turned 33, somewhere around there.
32, 33, no more than that.
Yeah, I think I got him by 11. No, she got me by 11. I think I got him by 10. Yeah, so he just turned 30. About to turn 31. You know what I mean? And I just remember, like, at that time, like, he brought the whole family together. And, you know, we was going to church. He had everybody. I'm talking about 200 people. He bringing them together. And, like, his prayer warriors were strong. So, like, all I can say, Miss Mona, Just keep praying. The doctors can tell you one thing, but God has the final answer. Like I told you, my nephew, 30 years old. They said he would never be able to play sports. He was one of the top goalies in Maryland playing lacrosse. He played football. He swam. You know what I mean? Now he a lawyer, man. The nigga moving every 3-6 months on a different job, different opportunity, man. Just keep praying, Miss Mona. That's it. God always has the last say. Oh, he was a preemie too, Miss Shar? Yep, and they when they was taking my nephew out, like they cut his leg or something. So like his leg, when he was little, his leg would drag. And they was like he'd never be able to play sports, and he overcame all that shit. Like all that shit. Just keep praying. Keep praying. What's going on, Squeeze? What you think about the fights last night, man? Somebody fumbled last night, Squeeze.
Yeah.
Somebody fumbled or wasn't prepared. Or both.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Charlo looked good for his return.
Yeah.
It was a 6th round stoppage or 6th round stoppage by the doctor?
7th.
7th, okay. He didn't come out for the 7th?
No.
So it was like 6th round then.
He was taken to well, the 7th round they got to it, and then they stopped it in the 7th. Because his homeboys bet on the 6th. He say he dropped the ball on that, but the 7th, he say here, there. In his post-fight conference.
So what you think about Charlo and his return?
He looked sharp. He they ain't the best Charlo I've seen, but being as though everything he went through, and he say he's still fighting with, but he way better than what he was. He did exactly what he had to do. The jab was working real nice. I think he got to get a little more acclimated to the 168, but otherwise than that, I give him for last night. I give him a B plus for last night.
He been off for what, about 18 months?
I think they said like 533 days or something like that.
You know what I mean? He been out for a minute. You gotta give him some credit. He came in and you know what I mean? Like he held up his end of the bargain.
That's what I gave him.
He held up his end of the bargain. Now, you know what I mean? We can go to Plant, whereas though Plant, he fumbled. They put him in there with a guy, and the guy, you know what I mean, ain't get the memo that he was supposed to lay down.
Yeah.
So what do you say about Plant?
He ain't look like the Caleb Plant that I'm accustomed to seeing. I think his girl pregnant, his wife pregnant. Congratulations to them. It was a mixture of things that I think played a part in that outcome.
Memo, he just ripped that
One, I think that Caleb Plant overlooked him. I think that Caleb Plant underperformed. I think that Caleb Plant, he said he had a good camp, but the eye test didn't tell me that he had a typical Caleb Plant camp. He just looked like he couldn't fall off last night. He couldn't move. His legs was in quicksand. But it's boxing. Shout out to Resendez. Took advantage of the opportunity. My hat goes off to the young man. That proves that fighters could be knocked out before get knocked out. Couple losses, still can become a world champion and beat credible opponents any given night. So that's my take on that one.
But excuse me. But for Plant, you know what I mean? What's next?
Let me get the Smoothie King right back at you with another one.
Where you at?
You need to come up. There we go. Jag Queen boxing. Squeeze, I'm gonna get you. I rewatch the Della Santos versus Shakur fight over Wednesday night, and I just woke up today.
You
Hey.
You done put it to sleep, Squeeze.
No. It's all good. Everybody got their own take on what they see and how they take stuff in and how they, feel in a person outfit. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna like the outfit you got on. It's cool. But like Bud broke it down to him and said they had Bud question them. Ali did it. Mayweather did it. He named a couple of people. And I say, in that performance, that was a hell of a boxing, true meaning of hit and don't get hit. Don't get hit. We know Caleb ain't get that memo last night. We know Caleb ain't get the hit and don't be hit memo because Resendez was beating up on him. But
how was that body shot?
I respect Jab Queen opinion. I respect Jab Queen opinion. I respect it. Thanks for the love and the Chizat too. Oh, let me bring him in, y'all. The wizard, the man, the myth, the legend, the exemplary, the tacticianary, the visionary, the man, the myth, the legend. Did the Knicks win? Or they brother Ant McQueen in the building.
What's up? My guy Senior looking hella professional with the specs on, man. This brother look like a real correspondent, like a real analyst. Squeeze, what's going on? How you feeling? Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one.
Another one.
I'm just counting my blessings and just being humble and thankful, and just being thankful, man, and just try to plan while I'm breathing and try to be the best version of myself I could be, champ.
I can appreciate that 1,000%, man. I admire your what do you call it? Being steadfast, sticking to it, man.
Yeah,
that's good to hear. I just finished a little workout myself.
Oh yeah, what you do?
With them dumbbells, a little full body workout, a little press. Did a couple, nickels and dimes. You ever do nickels and dimes?
No, what's that?
5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 5s and 10s.
Oh, that's good money, yo.
Got some squats in.
Oh,
all that good stuff.
Awesome.
Trying to be a unit out here. You feel me? You see, like that little dude right there is a tank.
That's what's up, man.
And my guy Ant McQueen, what it do?
You gotta take care of your body, man.
Chilling, man. Feeling good, Senior. I thought Charlo looked good, though. I thought he looked good. He didn't do anything more or less than what he needed to do last night. The jab was looking hellacious, though. That joint is firm. He was looking like a damn super middleweight George Foreman with that jab. That joint was like heavy. He landed one jab that just threw homie across the ring. I said, golly.
What about the fight before Plant? What about Kyron Davis and Hernandez?
I didn't see it going quite like that. I think that Hernandez, he's a good prospect. And Kyron Davis, he generally gives guys a tough out, man. He generally gives him a tough out. You see upset Elijah Garcia with that last year. Elijah Garcia was one of them guys that they were moving as though he was like a blue chip prospect. Hiron took advantage of him, cleaned him up with some right hands. He just couldn't miss. He was sniping him. And he gave David Benavidez a tough fight too a couple years ago. He had came up from 154 to 168 on short notice. It ended with the fight being waved off, but he gave him a hell of an outing. Hernandez was getting busy last night though.
So was Hernandez too much for Kyron Davis?
Physically, I believe so. Yeah, I think he was just too much. Too big, too strong, too fast. It seemed like everything that Kyron attempted, Hernandez had an answer for it, yo. He had an answer.
Is Camaro Moulton for last night too? What you think about him?
They didn't have it on the televised portion, and that's the thing that's pissing me off with the way that they're moving him along in his career. If you got this guy that's supposed to be next up, we got to be able to see him. We shouldn't be watching the highlights of his fight on IG after the fight took place.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like why is he not on the televised portion, especially if he's in an 8-rounder? We need to see him. But he got the decision. From what I understand, he got busy, did his thing, won a unanimous decision. But I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him on the big screen, not on Twitter, not on IG. So, but yeah, he did his thing. What do you think about with Kermel?
I feel like I need to see more of him. You know what I mean?
It seems like we see more gym footage of him, right? Than like actual fight.
We don't really get the fight footage of him.
Yeah. We see him in sparring all the time. It seems like every other week some sparring footage leak out and he putting the boot by bang on somebody. But now, come fight night, we hear about the fight. We might see a clip or you might see some in-arena footage that somebody else uploaded. They're not doing them no justice.
Yeah, Mayweather definitely moving them different, Miss Mona.
I hate to criticize Floyd, but I think he might have a little bit of that Michael Jordan syndrome. You know, Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, but you see when it comes to running a team, just think about the guys that got away from Mayweather, like Richard Hitchens. He left Mayweather, now he a champ, IBF champ, out there with Matchroom, what have you. Robert Merriweather, another talented young fighter. You let him go, now he over there, he getting busy with Gary Jonas and them over at Pro Box.
No, he just got another deal.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to the Merriweather.
He ready fight on damn, they just, oh my gosh. He just signed with somebody else. I can't think who it was. He just like last week or 2 weeks ago because he got a fight coming up.
Mm-hmm. That's why when people talk all that, Tanko his whole career, the Floyd stuff, I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that because if such were the case, that he would be able to duplicate that success time and time and time over. I'm not saying it didn't help, but looking at all these other guys, I'm like, why they either end up sitting on the shelf or they go somewhere else and we see them start blossoming. There's no disrespect to Floyd, but I mean, one time is an aberration, several times is a trend, You got to figure that out, like how to move these guys. Because Kermel is supposed to be the next big thing. There's no reason why we shouldn't be seeing this young dude on TV. But then you look at what Top Rank is doing with Abdullah Mason. That man fighting on ESPN every other week. It seems like he about to fight again on ESPN.
Fight any way he can. But I think the path that he had for Kermel kind of folded when Tank rolled out.
I can see that. Because it did seem like the plan was to attack him on a Tank undercard and build him up that way, which is a smart thing to do. You know what I mean? That's how you build a fight up. You see Canelo used to fight over there on Floyd's undercards. And they built him up, and then boom, they got to a point now we got the big showdown between them two. So yeah, that's a great point to you. But again, it's like you got to figure out a way to still generate some interest in these guys. And Kamel could clearly fight and is interested in him. Why the hell are you not putting him at least on prelims or something?
I mean, because you gotta look like pretty much they be sliding them in. You know what I mean? Then like the fallout with, you know what I mean? I remember him and Tank had some words one time. You know what I mean? That really ain't help. You know what I mean? Because once you put people in a position where they're going to choose sides, you already know what side they're going to choose. You know what I mean? So it's like I think a lot of pieces played into, you know what I mean, Carmel being where he at right now.
True, indeed. I can see that. But still, I mean, that shouldn't have no bearings on whether or not his fights are being broadcasted. Because I seen on IG yesterday, I'm scrolling, and then I see the fight.
I watched it. That's how I watched it.
I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why is this on Instagram? Why is this not on the PBC Prime, or why is this not on YouTube or something? Like, what are we doing?
Jab Queen Boxing said, shout out to Jab Queen Boxing. She be on our shit. She said Carmel did that to himself, though. Tank wasn't even talking to him, and he chimed in. You already know how Tank is. You know what I mean? It don't take much. Ain't no fuse. It's either on or off. Ain't no in between. So,
yeah. Regardless of such, though, they got to figure something out when it comes to moving that young man, because he's clearly a dynamic talent. But, you know, once again, like, look at his contemporaries. Abdullah Nathan, what's Fernando Vargas' son name? The one that everybody high on. Because I know he got like a couple of his Junior, Armando, but there's the other one.
I can't think of his name offhand.
The one that everybody like, they said him and the dude should fight down the line, but top right, they put him in fights. Emiliano, thank you, T-Bill. Emiliano. There's no excuse why this man shouldn't be out there on TV, man. No excuse. Come on, Floyd. Y'all got to get that together over there. Otherwise, he's going to be another one of them dudes that's going to be escaping out the back door, that you're going to see him over there on Matchroom or something like that. You know, Eddie Hurry going to put that man on TV.
Miss Mona said they should have never started that Tank 2.0 with Carmel. What's your thoughts on that one, Squeeze?
I mean, it's all banter, man. My thoughts on it, it's all banter. You know, they did that with Rivera. The next Ali, he looked like he mimicked them. So I guess it's good when it comes to trying to get the fighters some notoriety, get their name out there. But when you're not living up to that expectation of that fighter that they saying you're similar to, I don't know if it hurts your brand or not, depending on who you ask or not. But I don't know what's going on with Floyd with Kamel Moulton. I think it's more than what meet the eye, but it's a lot of guys that left Mayweather Promotions, and the main reason I heard that he more focused than on himself than the fighters, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I mean, that's your homeboy. You was taking pictures with him last time we was in Vegas.
That don't got nothing to do with his business.
More insight than that.
Y'all mouthy people, y'all young and mouthy. What that got to do with the T in China? You gonna put turfs on the picture now? You gonna put turfs on the picture now?
I'm just saying, that's your homeboy. You should, you know what I mean, have a better insight for us.
We ain't gonna get no more steel. We ain't get no more steel, y'all. Thanks to seeing you. Every time we put them glasses on, you see they turn into Superman. Look at it.
You see what I got to deal with that?
No, I'm just telling. Damn, you see what you got to deal with it? Damn, very disrespectful. Yo, no, it's Tank been saying it. You know, he put you on the shelf. They're gonna have to make a move. Matchroom might grab him.
I remember like this one of the times, like, even if I didn't post it, it's like one of the times I regret not grabbing my camera, yo. And it was just like we was in training camp down in we went to the camp, me and Coach Josh. And Tank was talking about that. He was like, people always ask like why I don't sign no fighters, or why this person not, doing this, and why this person not doing that. And he like, man, y'all gotta understand, like, my career is in somebody else's hands. You know what I mean? So like, I'm dealing with Floyd, I'm fighting all this shit, you know what I mean? And you want me to have somebody else. So now they looking at the same way I'm looking at them. Now I got people under me looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? What's happening? Like, why I ain't moving? And like, man, boxing shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Motherfucker catch the attitude, now you ain't fighting, all this type of shit, man. So you just gotta, it's crazy, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. A lot of these guys' careers are at the mercy of somebody else's decisions and feelings.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of soft, fake tough guys. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, like, they get in their feelings, they get emotion, they turn to women. Like, you know what I mean? You got an attitude with a guy because he said something you don't like. Now you got him on the shelf. It's crazy.
What's the name? That power trip, power struggle.
And ego, like
who
that,
has the goal makes the rules.
I don't want you to do better than me. I don't want you to hit it. Like, it's a whole bunch of that shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers act like they got your best interest at heart, but you know what I mean? When you looking at it, you see it like, man, they it ain't what it is. You know what I mean? And one thing I learned about boxing, from watching it, and sometimes being able to hear certain things and being around certain people, you learn this shit smoke and mirrors, man. Everything ain't what it seems. You know what I mean?
Watch your mouth, Miss Mona in the chat.
I ain't say nothing wrong.
Ooh, you ain't say, after all that out your mouth.
What I say?
I apologize for him, Miss Mona.
Hey, Ant, can I ask you a question, Ant?
Yes, sir.
What Tyrone just did, was that snitching?
Nah,
snitching. It wasn't snitching. You know what I mean?
See, y'all gotta be, in order for snitching to be in effect, two people gotta be in cahoots, and the other one gotta.
He was in cahoots. You heard that, Miss Mona? That was it.
No, I'm saying he would have to be.
They got us. You know what I mean? You know what it was, eh?
It's the technicality, man. You gotta look at the fine print. But overall, I thought it was a good card. I thought it was a pretty good card. It was exciting. It was exciting. It was exciting.
Do you think Ralph 707? I ain't even trying to get him mad again. He a little short guy. You know what I mean? He be having mood swings and temper tantrums. I'm gonna leave him alone today. No, but what you think? Do you think we still get Plant versus Charlo, or now is that pushed off down the line? Because Plant got to get his get back, and Charlo got to keep moving. He got to jump right back in the ring. And I wouldn't mind seeing Jamal Charlo versus Berlanga. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But you know what I mean? What Caleb Plant gonna do? Is he gonna go back at Resendez? Or is he just gonna take it and keep moving?
If the Charlo fight is still on the table, I think just take that fight and then see how it goes from there.
But is he ready for the Charlo fight?
Ready or not, you got to do something. And I mean, at this point, if you're a former world champion, that shouldn't even be a question as to whether or not you're ready for it.
Yeah, but that body shot showed us a lot about Caleb. He already looked gassed. He always looked gassed in his fights, but that body shot took a lot out of him last night.
Yeah, it did. But that's why you just got to get right to the fight, man. You just got to get to it. Because then what happens if you're in a position where you fight another guy who's supposed to be a tune-up, right? And it plays out in similar fashion.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're really not going to want the damn Charlo fight. You're like, nah, hell no, we can't. You can't make that happen.
These tune-ups ain't know they've been tune-ups lately. You know what I mean? Because we've been having a lot of guys step in there that we thought was just a tune-up, and they coming out with the victory.
Certainly. But that's the one thing about boxing and just life in general. You can't underestimate people's capacity to improve. Because watching Resendez last night, that was the most dialed-in, laser-focused performance I've seen from him thus far. And we were talking about the fight last week, and I was saying, man, if it gets to the midway point and he hasn't got him up out of there, I think there's a good chance that Resendez can push the pace on him. Because that's the one thing Resendez is good for. That dude will push the pace. He's one of them guys where, for whatever reason, it just seems like the longer the fight goes, the better he gets. It's better to get a guy like that early. You can't allow him to just linger and hang around. And he only got 2 L's on his record. It ain't like he's a dude that's out here just getting beat up left and right.
Excuse me, Ed. Hey, Squeeze. I seen you back there having a conniption. That's some bullshit right there, Squeeze. That's
yo,
some bullshit
let me
right
just
there,
walk
Squeeze.
away. No, yo.
That's some bullshit, Squeeze. So for y'all that's wondering what's going on, the numbers came out, and I'm looking at it. You know, I played my birthday 0726. It came out 0826, and
So he was off by a number? Or was the order was mixed up?
I hear that, y'all, in the chat.
Squeeze on the 900. I know what he on. He on that 900.
I love him. Boy, every time you
I know what you want, but I seen the 4-digit first. But I know you on the 900. I already know.
Yo, check this out, yo. And I'm going to let it go. Every month, 12 months, I go back, do my homework. And every month, January, February to December, you got 900 and 600 in the 3-digit. And I said in my head, go ahead, play the 900 every month. Just play it for 7 days. Play it for 7 days. Play 5 tickets on it. Calm at least. And I didn't do it. They smacked me in my face on the first draw of the month. 900. And I've just looked at the phone the last 3 years. In June, the first month of June, 900 sitting right in it. I said, I don't know what it is about 900 and 600. So I'm going to go with the 600 tonight and see what they do for me.
That's tough. Smoothie King.
Right back at you. Without another one. Brashy McKendon, thanks for the color in the chat. I'm late, but like I said, Charlo by KO, when they fight, I'm telling y'all, Caleb can't do nothing with anything with Charlo. See, we do that sometime. I guess I'm guilty of it too. How a person look in front of another person. I get it some kind of way, gauging. I don't know, man, but he could get up for the Charlo fight. I think the Resendez fight, he felt as though I could breeze do this. I don't know, but he ain't look like himself. He was flat, wasn't energetic. He looked like he couldn't fire off. I'm sitting there looking at the fight last night, and I'm like, throw some punches, like. And he was sticking. I'm surprised the ref ain't knock his hand down. You can't be stiffing out the jab like that. But that'll be. I still want to see that fight. I guess. I mean, it's a grudge match. We gotta see it. He in the division. We gotta see it. Do y'all think he dropped the bag? Smoothie King, right back at you with another Melody Queen 27 best by the rate in the game. Damn, I'm hurt. Thanks for that was $1,500 at least tax free. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Goodness gracious.
You talk about 15 Squeeze. That's my birthday. I just need one. You know what I mean? That bitch looking good. Hey, Squeeze.
You got the 5-digit?
No, hell no.
Oh.
You know, June. That number come out in June, the first week of June normally. The 0726. It ain't do it last year, But
Yeah.
for the past couple years,
I
before
think it might do it this year.
like for the first 2 weeks of June, that 0726 normally drop.
In that order.
Well, you come out straight. Come out
I'm gonna
straight.
pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up.
I ain't got you just go ahead and do look in your work. You'll see it.
And this month,
June, yep, it always come out the first week of
got
June.
it.
Like the first 2 weeks of
She
June.
might pop the night. You know how they go one up and one down.
They pop the night squeeze. Woo!
We need that 11-18 to drop too, yo.
Gosh, they 11-18 to drop squeeze. I'm telling you, pack your bag. Pack your bag. I hope I hit it like I'm supposed to, because I'll be going up and down on it.
Yeah, on the money tip.
Yeah, I'll be going up and down on it. I might, 5 tickets one day, 3 tickets another day. I'll be going up and down on it.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. D, thanks for the support, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all and the love in the chat, man. We really do. Times are hard out there, and we all know everybody robbing Peter to pay Paul. Some of us, I ain't speaking for everybody. But appreciate the love, man. Plant don't have a gas tank. You think so? Let me go to the dietitian, the tactician himself. Take the floor on that one, Ant.
It's what you just talked about a couple minutes ago, Squeeze. It's that probe, man. It's that probe. I'm just out there just keeping the lead hand extended like that. Just think about it. If you got your lead hand extended into the neutral position, what's available? You're available over the top. God come over the top with the right hand. And then also what's available? All this underneath. You got all this. Flank. And if you look at the right side, you look at his body. He was all right, man. Because he was eating a lot of right hands to the body. Lead hand extended, pulling straight back. And it's going to be hard. It doesn't matter how much gas you got. If you're giving up that many free shots to the body, man, even if you got a gas tank, it will be siphoned. You know what I mean? So, and then also just the bouncing. You look at his footwork. My personal theory is this. I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on real quick. Boom. My theory is his transition from kickboxing to boxing. A lot of bouncing. And then you factor in just moving around the ring and you bouncing and moving around. That's a lot. That's a lot to maintain on top of getting touch to the body. So he always looked like he's in good shape. And then the muscles too. The muscles. Them bad boys need oxygen. I think there's just a couple of things that just work against him in that regard. But that McCumbee fight, when he was coming forward, wasn't moving as much on the back foot. He looked like he was able to sustain his endurance, his stamina, I should say. He was able to sustain it. But yeah, too many free body shots.
To me, I'm thinking Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. No, I wasn't thinking that, but Brash McKinney, thanks for the color in the chat. I like Charlo, but I want to see Charlo get his get back. Good thing is they both still won it. Charlo looked like he never had a layoff. That's crazy. I might say what a lot of people might don't want to say because they can't in the position that they're sitting in. It could affect them, but it's not going to affect me. Caleb Plant reached the pinnacle that we're going to see of his talent right in front of our eyes.
He peaked.
Yes, that's the word. Who said that?
He peaked.
Good job. You paying attention, son. Look, cause he ain't nothing like Junior. Let me just throw that in there. I know this from amateurs to pros, but he ain't nothing like Junior. Junior took a little, I say, mental lapse layoff, and everybody, counting Junior out. He fell off. Then my boy got his mojo back, and he like not moving too much by that. The signs never leave you. And once Junior locked back in, he said, "Did you see that performance?" So, in retrospect to these two topics that I'm comparing, is he reached his talent peakness. Junior, on the other hand, is growing and still learning and still will grow. Some people, Junior is, if I was like, what type of fighter that guy is, Junior is. He's a sweet science. He's getting better on the sweet science. Boxer, puncher, and he a thinker in there with it. He's starting to put together on the thinking tip. I ain't even coach him the last 2 times. I told him I ain't going to say one punch. Do what you got to do when you have to do it, because you know how to do it. That's my coach in the Junior. And he pulled it off. Caleb Plant, to me, y'all got the best out of him. I'm sorry. This might, I don't know, this might go viral or whatever. Coach Squeeze on the rap. Okay. He peaked. Y'all saw the best y'all gonna get out of Caleb. And I like Caleb Plant. I don't have nothing against him. It's nothing personal. I met him. See, he ain't talking about that picture because I guess it don't mean nothing to him. He can't even get no rankings on the pictures.
I forgot. You took a picture with Caleb?
Yeah, I got a picture with Caleb too. And great guy. I love Caleb.
Last time we went to Vegas?
That was yeah, Ryan Garcia fight.
Okay.
And great guy, man. I think Caleb peaked. That's it for me, bottom line. I gotta see what Ant gotta say about this. I can't throw nothing out there without Ant saying something about it.
First off, we're gonna circle back on Junior. And I agree with you. That young man is a boxer puncher. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was telling Melanin Queen this. I don't know if it was you, Senior, when he was in there sparring one day, had it on IG Live. When I seen the kid that he was sparring with shoot a jab, he took a half step back, slipped his head off to the side, and threw the counter uppercut. I was super impressed. I'm like, damn, because you don't really see kids box like that. Usually kids, they get in, they just be throwing their hands. They don't even really feel like they thinking. They just in there just throwing their hands. But when I seen that in particular, I was like, okay, like he fits the profile. Like what I expect to see from a fighter out of Upton. Like you see them guys very, very methodical, well-schooled, good vision, able to see what's coming, assess it, and then work from there. But I was like, I can't remember the last time I seen 2 kids sparring and one attempted a move like that. Like, yo, this guy gonna jab. I'm gonna take a half step back, slip off to the side, counter uppercut. I was like, damn, that was impressive. He was like a damn grown man making that move. Sometimes you don't even see grown men making them type of moves in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
yeah.
All you gotta do is come into the gym one day, right? You gonna see kids 6, 7 years old, like performing like they adults, and you trying to figure out like where they getting it from. You know what I mean? That's that Coach Calvin, like he putting it in them. And shout out to Coach Josh, because Coach Josh bring him in from 5 to 7 and working with the fundamentals. You know what I mean? He make sure he tight on his fundamentals tip. You know what I mean? It's just like a great segue into boxing. When you got a coach that's concerned about the fundamentals and really not trying to, you know what I mean, do too much, but he just working feet. You know what I mean? All that type shit, how to punch, when to punch, where to punch, things like that. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Coach Josh and Coach Calvin.
That is super duper important, man. Working on the
I hate to
fundamentals.
chop in. First of all, before Coach Calvin, before Coach Jaws, I mean, I was trying to let the conversation wait, but you know, it is what it is. But I got to put it out there in the atmosphere. One of the most decorated coaches. Don't get it twisted. You're talking to him right now. Don't get it twisted.
I mean, that goes without
I'll
saying,
give myself my own props since I couldn't get them from, you know, Wallow and Gilly, Batman, Rob. I get it. But shout out to Coach Squeeze for day one when the pandemic hit, when nobody was at the gym. And who got him? Oh, all right, I'm mind my business. Let me get on out of here.
Let me mute him, man, so I can do him right. You know what I mean? I got sometimes with Squeeze, sometimes you can't give people compliments because you know what I mean. They're fucking fly away. Their head gets so big, full of full of air. But when Coach Calvin left for camp in the middle of the pandemic, he said, "Squeeze, you the only one I want working with Junior." And it showed, like, you know what I mean? They did a phenomenal job. But the most important thing, like my son, he can hear, you know what I mean? And he can hear Squeeze and he can hear Calvin, you know what I mean? Throughout the fight, like whatever's going on, he can hear him, you know what I mean? And whenever he about to spar, I go get Squeeze, you know what I mean? Or whatever. And he can hear the instruction, you know what I mean? He can follow through with it. He could bring it into the fight, you know what I mean? So shout out to Squeeze. Absolutely. When Coach Calvin left for camp, Junior, Squeeze, that's it. Nobody else. You know what I mean? So shout out to Squeeze. I give him his credit because he's looking for it.
Big shout out to Squeeze, man. He deserves it, man. He's the smoothie king. The smoothie king.
Check this out.
Even the king.
Check this out. I'm going to drop another bombshell on y'all. And I'm going to leave it at this. At times, certain fighters have came through the gym over the years. And I was told and warned, you can't work with them by themselves. Let them come in there with all the rest of the kids. I wonder why. That sounds like a concern. Go ahead, sing. I don't know why I was told that. I can't.
He done muted himself and he's still talking, and this guy's crazy. He done dropped the mic and walk. He's still talking. You know what I mean? Well, let me. I believe I can say he got Mia ready for a belt. Am I correct, Squeeze? Huh? He done dropped the remote.
He dropped the mic 4 or 5 times already.
He done dropped the remote. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fundamentals is big time, man. Big time. Need them fundamentals.
While we here, man. Oh man, I forgot, man. I need all my prayer warriors to come together, man, and send a prayer up to for the mayor to hang out, man. Brother Kareem Hassan, he had a wild episode over the weekend. They caught him out front of city jail, man. He had red Kool-Aid on his lips. You know what I mean? He was banging on the door talking about, let me back in. I miss home or something like that. So just send your prayers out for Brother Kareem Hassan, man. He I don't know what's going on with him. They said he was having an episode or whatever. So prayers for Brother Kareem Hassan. Yeah. What the hell? Can y'all hear me? What happened?
Yeah, man. I ain't know. Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he did 37 years, you know what I mean? And sometimes like that's all he know. You know what I mean? Sometimes they come out and they not used to being out. He want to go back in there. You know what I mean? Maybe his boyfriend in there, or one of his walking buddies. You know what I mean? He missed. He want to go hang out with him again or whatever. I don't know, but what is Squeeze doing? So you know what I mean. Prayers up for brother Kareem Hassan, man. Good guy though. Good guy though when he in his right mind. But when he go out that rocker, man. What is Squeeze doing? What else you think about the fights last night? Before we get out of here, let's sum it all up before we get out of here.
All right, sum it all up. Yeah, that just made the show hella awkward. But yeah, to sum it all up, good performance from Hernandez, Kyron Davis, tough guy, thugged it out, got up off the deck in a second. Just looked overwhelmed, but I'm sure he'll be back. He's a tough guy. Charlo, the jab. That thing is a battering ram. He did look sharp. Somebody said he looked like he never had a layoff, and I agree to this extent. His eyes look sharp. Like he was seeing everything. He was able to slip, get out the way. His timing looked pretty good. He was countering on all that good stuff. He was on point. Caleb Plant, that's my guy. Big fan of Caleb Plant. I wish the fight had gone differently, but that's the way the ball bounces sometimes. You got to give Resendez his props for coming in, staying disciplined, staying poised, getting the work done. Hopefully we can still get Plant and Charlo. And then let's say if people's speculations about Plant being on the back nine are correct, what a hell of a way to call it a career if he decides to do that. I don't want to retire the man because who the hell knows? He might come back next fight, look phenomenal. But if that is the case, you might as well go for the gusto. Get the big money fight. Don't go with no tune-up, none of that other stuff. Get the bag. And if you got to call it a career, call it a career. And congratulations to him and Jordan Plant. They expected another child. So, yeah, that's how I felt about this weekend. You know what I mean? Go for the gusto. Big bucks, no whammies.
Before we get out of here, let's have a 10 count moment of silence for Mike the Body Snatcher McCollum. Yeah, he passed away over the weekend. So that's what Bruce Gas was talking about. So
I'm surprised Limpo wasn't on here.
Yeah, let's moment of silence. Yeah, crazy, man.
Rest in peace, champ.
Rest in peace, most definitely. Crazy.
We're gonna have to do something on his fights too. Cullen was a tough dude, action fighter. Let his hands go, power. Yeah.
Yep.
Gator sport. Very entertaining fighter. You knew what you was getting with that guy. Rest in peace. Prayer go out to his family.
Your favorite Mike McCollum fight? Squeeze and
I can't call none right off the top of my head, like opponent wise. Didn't he fight Julian? Wasn't he and Julian Jackson in them weight class?
Yep.
McCollum, I think he finished his career at 60, 68?
They had a nice crop of guys at that time, man. Him, Julian Jackson, Michael Nunn, James Toney.
Second to none, James Toney.
Yeah, man. The G-Man, Gerald McClellan.
That was stacked back then. With no hiding in that division.
Nigel Benn, like them dudes was tough. Even Iran Barkley. It was deep around 60, 68. It was deep. Yeah, Mike McCollum was damn good.
Only 3 times.
Yeah, that McCollum was nice, man. He was sharp. I'm gonna go back, revisit some of his highlights, and bring some highlights, run some highlights, and give y'all an idea for the ones who don't know what type of fighter he was.
He beat Julian Jackson.
The Hawk.
It was a war.
No, it was he beat a TKO.
The Hawk.
Not Saturday,
That guy was such a violent puncher, man. Golly.
August 23rd, 1986. He beat him.
That dude can punch, man. Julian Jackson, when he knocked out what's my man's name from Texas? Terry Norris. Scary. Terry Norris is such a dog. That's one of the few guys that could get knocked out and come back the next fight like nothing happened. Everybody ain't cut like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he come back in
cut from a different cloth.
He get knocked out. It's like just brush it off.
They said back in the day, what they would do is the fighters, when they got black eyes and things like that, they would go to the drugstore and buy a leech. Put the leech on a black eye, let the leech suck the blood out, and boom, they right back off like nothing ever happened.
Some guys are different, man. Some guys is different. You see, Marvin Hagler used to do road work in combat boots. Muhammad Ali did the same thing. And they would ask him a question, why you don't use trainers? He's like, man, them sneakers make you soft. I'm like, what? man running 6-7 miles in boots. Like, them dudes just built different, man. Built for it tough.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely was cut, you know what I mean, from a different club. You said Aaron Pryor was on them Canelo gummies. There go the link, brothers. We about to get out of here.
Big fact. He was on that drink that Panama Lewis was making, one of his concoctions. Yo, give me the one I mixed. Next thing you know, he knocked out who was that he knocked out in that fight when he had the drink?
Yeah, I remember watching that clip. I sent it to Coach Kenny, like, what the hell is this? Like, that's that special mix right there.
I think it might have been Alexis Arguello in that fight when that happened.
That Panama potion.
The Panama potion. The original snack.
Yeah, that's what T. Hill said. It definitely was Alexis Arguello. Another dope show, man. Appreciate you for chopping on with us. Man. Appreciate you for holding it. Oh, hold up. Before we get out of here, I think this is a man law violation too, man. The man laying down in bed just trying to come on the podcast. Let's see what he got to say.
That's something shit you keep saying all the time.
Oh, before you do that, brother Hassan, your barber peeled your hairline back. Your shit went back a couple inches, brother Hassan.
So did yours.
Mine good.
Why you keep doing all that stuff? Why I can't defend myself, short?
What you gotta say? You here?
You keep saying that bull stuff about me knocking on the door, trying to get back in the penitentiary, all that sucker shit.
I thought you. That's what I seen.
Where you see that at?
Somebody sent me a clip, man. Go come get brother Hassan. He trying.
Nah, you was looking in the mirror then.
Cool.
You was looking at yourself with the lipstick on.
No, I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
hey, Squeeze, what you?
Hey, brother Hassan, you got a gray wife beater on?
Why?
That's a man law violation, man.
You got a pink one on. That's definitely a man violation.
No, we see yours, mine white. Squeeze, what you laughing at? Look, he rolled up.
Oh, shit.
Man, another dope show, man. Appreciate everybody for jumping on, tuning in. You know what I mean? Appreciate
Don't say what I'm laughing at. Everybody in the chat. What we laughing at, y'all? Oh, shit. Yo, brother Hassan came in hard.
Yeah, no, I mean, appreciate you for holding it down, Squeeze, during the week.
No problem, champ. No problem.
Show
Do what we gotta do.
Show must go on. You know what I mean?
Gotta do what we gotta do, man.
Appreciate you.
Yo, y'all too crazy. We just gonna have to do a show where we set up the thumbnail with some gloves on a comedy tip, yo. Y'all T, yo. Y'all T hilarious.
I'm being serious, clip through. Like, you know what I mean? The man need to sit through. The man need prayer, man. No, but another dope show, man. See y'all tomorrow. You got any closing arguments, please?
Yeah, man. Peace and hair grease. We out.
Happy birthday, nephew Richie, baby.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cuz all this life we ain't put on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.